तुमच्या ग्रुपमध्ये कोणकोणते मेंबर आहेत त्यांचा, आणि नंतर मी प्रेझेंट करायचे. इन्स्ट्रक्शन समजलं का सर्वांना? बोला. सेशन्स मध्ये पण बोलत नाही आता, तुमच्या सेशन मध्ये तरी बोला.
हो मॅम.
यस मॅम.
हो मॅम.
ओके ओके, चलो.
हो मॅम.
तो शॅल वी स्टार्ट?
ओके मॅम.
चला
हा
मग
यस
आता
मॅम.
कार्यक्रमाची सर्व जबाबदारी मी पहिल्या ग्रुप कडे देतीये, केव्हीके बीडीएन 10. ओके, सो यू टेक द चार्ज अँड गो ऑन. ऑल द बेस्ट.
थँक्यू मॅम. कॅन आय शेअर पीपीटी?
येस येस.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yeah. Where is your group member? Tell him that PPT is visible. Voice is clear. Where are you?
Visible.
Yes, visible. Yes, visible.
Yes, visible.
आजचा सगळा प्रोग्राम तुम्हालाच मॅनेज करायचा.
Shall I
मी
start?
प्रेझेंट करणार आहे ऍज अन रिपोर्टर्स. ओके.
ओके मॅम. भारतीय स्वातंत्र्याचे अमृत महोत्सवी वर्ष तसेच वसंतराव नाईक मराठवाडा कृषी विद्यापीठ परभणीच्या सुवर्ण जयंती महोत्सवाचे औचित्य साधून वसंतराव नाईक मराठवाडा कृषी विद्यापीठ परभणी अंतर्गत कृषी विज्ञान केंद्र बदनापूर तर्फे सेंद्रिय शेतीचे वाढते महत्व, सेंद्रिय शेती करताना विक्री व्यवस्थामधील अडचणी लक्षात घेता शेतीमध्ये नवीन उतरू पाहणाऱ्या तरुणांसाठी तसेच सोबतच शेतकरी बंधू भगिनी, कृषी विज्ञान केंद्राचे विषय विशेषज्ञ, कृषी शास्त्रज्ञ, विद्यार्थी, कृषी विभागाचे अधिकारी, कर्मचारी व स्वयंसेवी संस्थांचे विस्तार कार्यकर्ते यांच्याकरिता 10 दिवसीय ऍडव्हान्सेस इन ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग प्रोडक्शन टेक्नॉलॉजी फॉर यूथ इन ऍग्रिकल्चर या कार्यक्रमाचे आयोजन करण्यात आले आहे. माझे नाव राजेश संजय शिंगोटे. माझा ट्रेनिंग आयडी KVK BDN 10 शिंगोटे हा आहे. मी विवेकानंद कृषी विद्यार्थी असून 8व्या सेमिस्टर मध्ये शिकत आहे. या 10 दिवसीय ऑनलाईन ट्रेनिंग मध्ये विविध शास्त्रज्ञांचे मार्गदर्शन लाभत आहे. भविष्यामध्ये ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग मध्ये स्टार्टअप करू इच्छिणाऱ्या विद्यार्थ्यास हा कार्यक्रम खूप लाभकारक ठरणार आहे. आणि मी ग्रुप लीडर असून माझ्या ग्रुप मेंबरचे नावे आणि त्यांचा आयडी आहे KVK BDN 1 रेड्डी, KVK BDN 2 आदिरेड्डी, KVK BDN 3 प्रणव गवई, KVK BDN 4 महिपाल, KVK BDN 5 तुषार ठोसरे, KVK BDN 6 पवन नाना रहाणे, KVK BDN 7 राधेश्याम शिवाजीराव पाते, KVK BDN 8 सुनकी रेड्डी मनसा, KVK BDN 9 इंजाम श्रीहरी प्रियालक्ष्मी, KVK BDN 10 राजेश शिंगोटे. या कार्यक्रमांतर्गत आम्हाला प्रेझेंटेशन करण्यासाठी इंटिग्रेटेड ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग सिस्टीम मॉडेल हा विषय अलॉटेड झाला आहे. सो गाईज, लेट स्टार्ट. इंटिग्रेटेड ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग सिस्टीम. Now we are going to see different aspects of organic farming system and other enterprises which are very helpful to us in organic farming. These are the attributes of organic farming. Organic farming includes vermicompost, green leaf manures, crop rotation, biological management, animal husbandry, biofertilizers and manures. Then what is organic farming? Organic farming is a production system that prohibits the use of synthetically produced agro inputs as fertilizers and pesticides. Instead, it relies on the organic material such as crop residue, legumes, biopesticides for maintaining soil productivity, fertility, and managing pests under the condition of sustainable natural resources and a healthy environment. Now the question arises in our mind that how to become organic farmer. The same question has in the mind of that lady. Then we have to follow these three steps to become organic farmer. These are: first, collect information; second, try out the most promising practice on a small scale; and third is implement organic pesticides on the entire farm. Then we are going to see objectives of organic farming. Objectives are to maintain soil health, to maintain ecological balance, to avoid groundwater and air pollution, to maintain soil and crop productivity. Organic farming as a system of crop production is to feed the soil rather than feed to the plant, to produce food of high nutritional quality in sufficient quantity. Then we are going to see components of integrated organic system farming model. In that we have to grow various crops such as cereals and pulses rather than monocropping. Monocropping gives the year-round to the pest and diseases. And if we do the cropping like first we take cereals, and after that if we take pulses, it will break the chain of that insect pest, and we can minimize our losses. We have to take different enterprises such as dairy unit, fruits, fishery unit, vermicompost unit, hedge grow crops, fodders, and use their output as an input in agriculture, and we can minimize our losses and maximize our production organically. Then this is the ecological pathway of integrated organic system farming model. Means we have to use the outputs of various enterprises as inputs in farming, such as if we prepared vermicompost, compost, FIM from the livestock, that is excreta of the cow as a dung litter, and from that we can prepare compost, vermicompost, and we also use it as a manure in our farm. So we can maximize our production, and our money is also reserved, means save, because yeah, because we can't buy fertilizers, rather than we can use these manures and FIM. Then we see crop rotation. Crop rotation, it improves the soil structure, it increases the soil fertility, it helps to control weed, pest and diseases, it produces different types of output. In some ways, crop rotation takes place of plowing the soil, because as crop rotation, different crops are sown, which of different families such as cereals and pulses. Due to this, we have to plow the soil 2 to 3 times, and also planting different crops break the life cycles of insect pests, prevent from their multiplying, as we talked earlier about that. Intercropping. Intercropping refers to the practice of growing two or more crops in a close proximity. Growing of two or more cash crop together, growing a cash crop with a cover crop or other non-cash crop that provide benefits to the primary crop. Intercropping is very helpful, as if we are marginal farmers, and if we sow a single crop, due to some reasons it may be failed, and it causes the enormous losses of small farmers like us. If we plant we do farming as an intercropping, it will minimizes the losses. If one crop fails, the other will helps us, and our losses will be minimized. Then we have to see livestock farming, because as we are doing integrated organic farming system. Or farming system means appropriate combination of various inputs, appropriate combination of various enterprises such as crop production, livestock, poultry, fishery, piggery, and using their waste products or say outputs as an inputs, we can do farming, organic farming. You can see here integration of animals into the farming system. Their cow dung, by doing livestock production, their cow dungs are used in the preparation of compost, FIM, and used in the farm. Also, planting of rows of nitrogen fixing trees and planting trees along the hillside to control the soil erosion. If our farm is on hillside, we can use trees, plant trees to minimize the soil erosion. Also, we can do crop rotation plus intercropping system. Also, growing of nitrogen fixing legumes, manure application in fodder crop field. Livestock can make an important contribution to an organic farming system by A. Improving and maintaining the fertility of the soil, managing the flora through grazing. C. Enhancing biodiversity and facilitating complementary interaction on the farm. D. Increasing the diversity of the farming system. E. We can also prepare various materials such as bijamrut, jivamrut from the litter of cow, and also prepare FYM compost, vermicompost you by using dung as a excreta. We can see here organic manures, organic substances, organic residue are decomposed to minerals by mineralization. And these minerals such as, means mineralization is the process of conversion of complex organic substances into simple inorganic one. And these inorganic substances are absorbed by the plant roots, take up nutrients from the soil, and plant can be grown. And these plant is of good quality. And rather than using fertilizers, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, we can use these as an input and increase our production. Now the question, now the weed management. In weed management, we can do mulching. Mulching, the weeds find it difficult to receive enough light to grow and may not be able to pass through the mulch layer. If we do the mulching, dry hardy materials that decomposes slowly keeps its effect longer than the fresh mulch material. Then biological weed control. The soil-borne fungus, Fusarium oxysporum, is very effective in reducing the witch weed, that is Striga hermotheca, and Striga asiatica in different cereal crops, leading to the yield increases in scientific trials. But we also have to take care that Fusarium oxysporum is an pathogen if if its multiplication is greater than optimum level. It causes wilt. So we also have to take care about that to not increase the population greater than optimum level. And to control the Parthenium hysterophorus weed, that is Parthenium weed, both the grubs and the adults of Zygogramma bicolorata can be used. Both the Parthenium use and they can control Parthenium weed. Integrated pest and disease management. These are the attributes of integrated pest and disease management: selection of adapted and resistant varieties, and planting material, use of suitable cropping system, use of balanced nutrient management, input of organic matter, application of suitable soil cultivation methods, conservation and promotion of natural enemies, selection of optimum planting time and spacing. We can prepare biofungicides in our own farm rather than buying them from market. After seeing or learning about them, these are the benefits of biofungicides. Biofungicides are environment friendly. Biofungicides reduce the pathogen resistance risk, unlike chemical fungicide. Biofungicide have low or no toxicity to human and other mammals. Biofungicides are more stable than chemical pesticides when they stored properly. Biofungicides are less phytotoxic and do not adversely affect the plant or crop. Then we have to see fishery, how fishery helps in organic farming. A rice fish system is an integrated rice field or pond complex where fish are grown concurrently or alternately with the rice. Fish may be deliberately stocked or may enter field naturally from surrounding waterways. Then flooding occurs, or a bit of both. The rice provides the fish with the shelter as well as providing shade and in turn reducing the water temperature, which creates a more suitable environment. And fish are help rice as they eat the various paste and directly help to the means there is a direct cooperation, we can say symbiotic relationship is established there. Now we have to see poultry manures. Poultry manures provide us a high content of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and other nutrients to farmers with the farm close to poultry farms use poultry manure regularly for their crops with good returns. Poultry manure is more concentrated source of crop nutrients, especially NPK and calcium. Being naturally organic, it does not need composting and can be applied directly to the field from the farm. It is a very important point because there is no need to process this manure and no need to heat it or say uh, uh, we, uh, we can use it directly without time. Means say time is conserved there. Then we have to see biogas. We all know about known about biogas and how it works. As we use the dung and water to produce biogas. After production of biogas, the wastage material of biogas known as slurry. Slurry is an important source of nutrients and can be used as manures in the farm. So these bioslurry act as manures. Biogas slurry is a byproduct of anaerobic digestion that produces from biogas plant and also produces biogas, that is methane gas, that is used for cooking, lightening, and running engines. Bioslurry can be used to fertilize crops directly or added with the other organic materials and synthetic fertilizers. So आपल्या KVK चे प्रमुख डॉक्टर सोमवंशी सर, डॉक्टर कांबळे मॅडम आणि प्राध्यापक एस डी जाधव सर यांचे या ठिकाणी आभार मानतो. त्यांनी प्रेझेंटेशन करण्याची संधी दिली त्याबद्दल सुद्धा त्यांचे आभार व्यक्त करतो. If anyone have any query regarding our topic, then please you can ask question. Anyone has any query?
Thank you, Shingote. Very good presentation, very informative session is there. I'm really happy to say like that all my budding doctors who made this event very happy and very impressive with your very impressive performance. So thanks a lot. Really, this presentation is very good. You take efforts for preparation of this presentation. So excellent presentation. All the best. Any question you
Thank
can
you,
ask
ma'am.
to
Thank you so
that
much.
student, and he is able to answer your question. Any question you can ask. He is your colleague, so no need to hesitate to ask the question. You should ask the question. Okay, thank you. Next group.
Thank you, ma'am.
I special thank
Thank
to
you, ma'am.
Professor Samadhan Jadhav sir who have attended this session from his busy schedule. So welcome once again, Jadhav sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am, and my dear friends.
One more thing I would like to express before start of your presentation. Please don't off your video. I just want to see your expression whenever you present in front of 77, 85 or 100 of participants. Okay.
So,
Yes,
let me 1 minute. Student, don't hesitate to say anything and don't update. So, we all your friends. So, be frank and be competent while presenting your topic. Okay, and don't be fearful. Okay. Now, madam is also become our means our one of the mentor. So, don't hesitate to madam also, and don't be fear. Okay, don't afraid to madam also as well as me and the other teacher also. Okay, so I wish you best of luck. Komal madam, can you start?
Yes, sir. भारतीय स्वतंत्राचे अमृत महोत्सव वर्ष तसेच वसंतराव नाईक मराठवाडा कृषी विद्यापीठ परभणी सुवर्ण जयंती महोत्सव औचित साधून वानमकृवी परभणी अंतर्गत कृषी विज्ञान केंद्र बदनापूर तर्फे सेंद्रिय शेतीचे वाढते महत्व, सेंद्रिय शेती करताना विक्री व्यवस्था मधील अडचणी लक्षात घेता शेतीमध्ये नवीन उतरून पाहणाऱ्या तरुणांसाठी तसेच सोबत शेतकरी बंधू भगिनी कृषी विज्ञान केंद्राचे विषय विशेष कृषी शास्त्राची विद्यार्थिनी कृषी विभागाचे अधिकारी कर्मचारी व तसेच संस्थेचे विस्तार कार्यकर्ता यांच्या करिता दिवसीय आजचा प्रोग्राम ठेवण्यात आलेला आहे. गुड आफ्टरनून मॅम अँड माय डिअर फ्रेंड्स. First of all, thanks for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Komal Sunil Matarmare. I am from Vivekananda Agriculture College, Hura BK. My registration ID is KVK BDN 20 Matarmare. Our group member name. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, you continue, beta.
KVK BDN 11 Ramya Reddy, KVK BDN 12 Gaikwad, KVK BDN 13 Fupate, KVK BDN 15 Kakade, KVK BDN 60 Gramkar, KVK BDN 70 Kuttu Boinia, KVK BDN 80 Dhokne, KVK BDN 90 Sabre, KVK BDN 20 Matarmare, KVK BDN 21 Neha Mallempalli. Today's my topic is organic manure and nutrient carrier.
You share your PPTs, please.
Yes, ma'am. Organic manure and nutrient carrier. First, we discuss about what is organic manure.
Rajesh, to help that student to share the PPT. Rajesh, because PPT is still not seen. Well, who is your group member to help the student?
Neha,
Sir. Yes, sir.
share the PPT.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Komal to share the PPT. Okay, so she
Sir,
can present very well.
Sir, network problem, 1 minute.
What happened?
Sir, network problem.
Okay,
1
okay.
minute.
Sir, I really congratulate to you also. You developed the very wonderful diet and also built up the confidence of that body student to prepare his or herself in front of any training programming test. So heartily congratulations to you, sir, also.
Thank you, madam.
नाही, तुझे.
Next group, be ready for the presentation.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, yes. You're
Ma'am,
audible.
मॅम नेहा मल्लेमपल्लीला मॅम होस्ट बनवा मॅम. नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लेममुळे स्क्रीन शेअर नाही होत आहे मॅम.
Acha, you just tell me the number or name of that student.
KVK BDN 21 मल्लेमपल्ली.
Yeah, he Mallampalli 20, na? 21.
21 ma'am.
21. Chaurus, sir. KVK BDN 21. Okay. She's host now.
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, it's okay. Continue.
Yes, sorry, ma'am, for inconvenience. My topic organic manure and carrier.
The voice is not.
Firstly, hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Organic manure is defined as
Your voice is not clearly audible. You're not clearly audible. Simultaneously, if you on the computer and simultaneously, if 2 or 3 phones are nearby you, then definitely echo is there. Huh? If this type of problem raise, you can solve the problem. You just make a distance of that mobile phone and your computer.
Is it okay? Ask.
Then that problem is solved.
Organic manure is defined as the product resulting from the control of biological decomposition of organic matter. Then manure can be prepared from biosolids, wood byproducts, animals and manure, crop residues, biodegradable packing, fruit scraps. Then properties of manure. These are the prepared in the open field. These are eco-friendly. These are made with the organic waste, and these contain low amounts of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash. Enrich the humus, top layer of the soil. Do not cause the pollution. These are the not much productive. Then we discuss about what is manure. The manure is a decomposed form of dead plants and animal, which is applied to the soil to increase the production. It is a natural form of fertilizer and is a cost effective. Then the livestock manure is a rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Then manure is a highly rich in organic matter and humus, and those improves the soil fertility. These are the better in the long run and does not cause any pollution. It is a valuable and renewable source. Then we discuss about the organic manure and overview. The major source of organic matter. These are mainly three types of organic matter. First, the livestock and human waste, farm-made manure, poultry manure. Then byproducts of organic waste, industries. Then industries waste and material, oil cakes and biogas slurry, other sugar factories waste. Then plant waste, crop residues, trees residues and aquatic weeds, sewage, sludge. Then source of manure. The source of manure is dropping of goats and sheep, byproducts of agriculture industries, crop waste, weeds, water, hyacinth, waste form of human habitation such as human urine, night soil, sludge, sewage, domestic waste, cattle dungs, urines, and slurries from the biogas plant. Then what is the classification of organic manure? Firstly, the bulky manure and concentrated organic manure. The bulky manure is subdivided into mainly derived from animal, plants, and other organic waste and green plant tissues. Then well decomposed animal, plants, and other organic residues. Green plant tissues under the compost. The farm-made manure is compost form of town and refuse. The green manure, example, dhencha, other leguminous crops. Then second types is concentrated organic manure is sub-classified into oil cakes, blood meals, meat meal, and others. The non-edible to cattle is mawa, neem, oil cakes, and edible to the cattle is mustard, oil cake, groundnuts, oil cake. Then we discuss about some types of manure. There are three types of manures: farm-made manure, green manure, and compost manure. Farm-made manure. Farm-made manure is improves the soil structure and used as a natural fertilizer. And it is also increasing the activity and to improve the mineral supply and also the plant nutrient. And in green manuring is increasing the percentage of organic matter in the soil, and this is helps to suppress the weeds and prevention of soil erosion. Then compost manure. Compost manure is increasing the nutrient value and thereby improves the health of the plant to improve the soil structure and water nutrient holding capacity of the soil. Then what is meant by the animal manures? Most animal manures consist of the fees, that is common form of animal manure include the farm-made manure and farm slurry, liquid manure, etc. Then concentrated organic manure, oil cakes, bone meal, blood meal, fish manure, meat meal, etc. Oil cakes is the residues left after the oil is extracted from the oil-bearing seeds. There are the edible oil cake that is feed to the cattle. The groundnut cake is 7.2% nitrogen, safflower cake, sesame cake, and many more. Then application for the quick decomposition of nutrients are liberated after the decomposition of oil cakes. That is ratio, that is CN is equals to 3/15 low quantity. Nitrifies quickly, nearly 50 to 80% N is available within the 2 to 3 months. Use as a top dressing. Then some non-edible oil cakes. Non-edible oil cakes is castor cake, that is 4.3% nitrogen, neem cake, mahua cake, and it is toxic substances. With mahua cakes are the poorest and nitrogen available after the 2 months of in application. Suitable for orchard, long day crop like sugarcane, tapioca, and other neem cakes used for controlling the nematodes, etc. Then liquids organic manure. Liquids organic manure is seaweeds extract, wormy wash, Amrit Pani, Bij Amrut, Sanjivik, Jivan Amrut, etc. Then organic manure, the source of effects of nutrient. What is the sources of organic manure? The sources of organic manure is low water consumption, provide a nutrient, increasing soil fertility, cost effective, increasing the biological activity, improves the soil properties, provide a nutrients. Then what is the advantages? What is the advantages of organic manures? Then there are the good source of micronutrients and Other, reducing the soil erosions and leaching. It's improve the soil fertility. And it can be transported easily. The crops grown on the land treated with manure produce a healthy crops. And methane gas is evolved as the byproduct of manure that can be used as for the cooking purposes and heating purposes also. Improve the physical properties of the soil and aerates the soil. Then disadvantages of manure: bulky with no nutrient content, then not nutrient specific. It is nutrients are released slowly, not keeping pace with high and rapid demand of nutrients by high yield hybrids and varieties of crop. Then economic value of manure. What is the economic value of manures? That is potassium 43%, phosphorus 32%.
Another.
1 minute, ma'am. Then nutrient carrier and mechanism in plant. Firstly, we discuss about what is the nutrient carrier. What is the nutrient carrier?
Please unmute yourself, beta.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, you continue.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, nutrient carrier mechanism in plant. Introduction: in order to for the mineral nutrient to be taken up by plant, they must enter the root by crossing the plasma membrane of root cell. From there can be transport through the symplas. The nutrient carrier mechanism in plant is to introduce the nutrient can move by the root surface both by bulk flow and by diffusion. Then mechanism of absorption. The mechanism of absorption, there is the application of an ions by a plants require the transport of the ions across the plasma. An epidermal cell of its may enter the aplast and the diffuse between the epidermal cell through the cell walls. Then energy. There are three types of energy that is means classified, that is passive uptake, active uptake. That is firstly the passive transport. What is meant by passive transport? The passive transport is occurs when a solute molecule diffuse across the membrane down a concentration gradient without expanding energy by the cell. Then transport through the channel is always passive, and because the specificity of transport depends on the pore size and electric change more than on selecting binding channel, transport is limited mainly to the ions water. Then the major hypothesis that explains the passive transport is it is in the carbonic acid exchange theory, contact exchange theory, mass flow theory, and other. Firstly, we discuss about the mass flow. What is meant by mass flow? Mass flow is the movement of plant nutrient along with water to the roots. It is a conveniently process in which plant nutrient ions and other dissolved substances are transported in the flow of water to the roots due to the transmission water uptake by the plant. Then movement of ion from solution to the root surface, mass flows and root interception, diffusion. Then second type is diffusion. Diffusion is the process operates when ion is transferred from higher concentration to the lower concentration by randomly through a thermal motion. And it is a plant absorb the nutrient from the surrounding soil solution. That is mainly three soil factors which is influence the movement of diffusion coefficient, that is concentration of nutrients in the soil solution, and the buffering capacity of the solid phase of the soil from the nutrients in the soil solution phases. Then third types is root interception. What is meant by root interception? Root interception is the extension or growth of plant roots into a new soil area where there is a tap or supplies of nutrient in the soil solution. Then other active transport. The active transport is occurs in the membrane in electromagnetic potential gradient, proton, pump lane, and central lone is secondary active. Then other sites of maximum absorption of solutes in roots. Nutrients are absorbed uniformly throughout the roots, as the roots have the three different regions. Then radial movement of ion from root surface to the tertiary element. Means radial movement of ion dissolved in water occurs through both aplastic and symplastic. Elements that ion must exhibit the simplest and by the plasma process clear. Then some carrier theories. The concept of carrier theories is commonly used to refer an agent responsible for transporting the ion from one side of the membrane to the other. Then in carrier theory, there as in who uptake may be described as Mengel and Kirba in 1982. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot, ma'am, Dr. Dipali Kamble, ma'am, and Jadhav sir, for this great opportunity to learn in detail about organic farming. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ma'am, can we present script to ma'am?
No. You just share the script and also PPT on mail. I already given in a chat box WhatsApp group. I already shared the email. That email you can use and share your PPTs and also brief script of your topic. Okay. One more thing, I would like to ask one question to you. Give two examples of plant origin manures and animal origin manures, please.
Yes, ma'am.
To know about plant origin manures and animal origin manures.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, animal manures. Most animal manure consists of a common form of animal manures include the farmyard manures or farm slurry, liquid manure. FM also contains the plant material, often straw, which has been used as bedding for animal and has absorbed the feeds and urine. Agriculture manure in liquid form known as slurry is produced by more intensive livestock for rearing a system whose concrete or slates or used instead of straw bedding. Manure form of different animal has a different qualities and require the different application rates when used as a fertilizer.
I just want you just give me the two example of animal manure and another two example of plant manure or plant origin manures. Are you getting my point? Anyone, your group member also answer my question. Two example of animal origin manure and two example of
Yes,
plant
ma'am. The most
manure.
important example of green manure crops are sunhip, dhencha, cluster beans, sesame beans, and roasted and dhencha.
What is your name, beta? Please.
Ma'am, example of annual manure such as chicken manure, cow dung has been used for centuries as a fertilizer for farming.
Now you get my question. The manure which is prepared from the plant originated waste material or plant origin, those are called as plant manures. For example, any green manure. Then another example of plant origin manure is edible cake. Okay, these are the example of, for example, cotton cake, then groundnut cake. These are the example of plant origin manure. And in case of animal origin manure, those manure which is prepared from the waste material of animals. For example, poultry manures. For example, you can take another example of fish manure, cow dung manure, like
Cow
that.
dung
I hope
manure,
you
fish
understand.
manure,
Yes,
mawa
yes.
cake, ma'am, safflower, sesame cake, coconut cake. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Any question? Any query? You put in a chat box. Otherwise, you just unmute yourself and ask to that student, and she is able to answer your question. So your presentation very nice, and presentation skill is also Very good, very informative. So all the best. Thank you. The next team.
Thank you, ma'am.
Madam, third group.
Sorry, the registration number 22. Deshmukh. Co-host करा.
Yes,
Student.
madam.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Shall I start, madam? Hello, madam.
Yes, you are audible. Your screen is visible. You can start now.
थँक यू मॅम. भारतीय स्वातंत्र्याचे अमृत महोत्सवी वर्ष तसेच वसंतराव नाईक मराठवाडा कृषी विद्यापीठ परभणीच्या सुवर्ण जयंती महोत्सवाचे औचित्य साधून वसंतराव नाईक मराठवाडा कृषी विद्यापीठ परभणी अंतर्गत केविके बदनापूर तसेच सेंद्रिय शेतीचे वाढते महत्व, सेंद्रिय शेती करताना विक्री व्यवस्था मधील अडचणी लक्षात घेता शेतीमध्ये नवीन उतरू पाहणाऱ्या तरुणांसाठी तसेच सोबतच शेतकरी बंधू भगिनी कृषी विज्ञान केंद्राचे विशेषज्ञ कृषी शास्त्रज्ञ विद्यार्थी कृषी विभागाचे अधिकारी कर्मचारी व स्वयंसेवी संस्थांचे विस्तार कार्यकर्ते यांच्याकरता 10 दिवसीय ऍडव्हान्सेस इन ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग प्रोडक्शन टेक्नॉलॉजी फॉर युथ इन ऍग्रिकल्चर या कार्यक्रमाचे म्हणजे प्रशिक्षणाचे आयोजन केले आहे. त्या प्रशिक्षणाअंतर्गत ट्रेनिंग सेशन झाल्यानंतर मॅडमांनी आम्हाला बोलण्यात तर सुरुवात करतो. माय सेल्फ Chayendra Ishwarlal Deshmukh. My training ID is KVK BDN 22. The training IDs of my group members are the first myself KVK BDN 22 Deshmukh. Second KVK BDN 23 Chintakindi Ritik Roshan. KVK BDN 24 Vaibhav Ashok Dhole. KVK BDN 25 Sahil Dilip Bharat. KVK BDN 26 Swadesh Hariram Belkar. KVK BDN 27 Mr. Bodireddy Roshan Reddy, KVK BDN 28, Rahula Yogita Reddy, KVK BDN 29, Vijay Gajanan Nevar, KVK BDN 30, Chaitali Ravindra Dukre, KVK BDN 31, Boda Bhanuda, and KVK BDN 32, Mr. Pula Pavan Kumar are our 10 group members. We all students are from Vivekananda Agriculture College, and the topic for the presentation is the scope of organic farming in India. The contents are what is the organic farming first. Before going towards the scope in India, you must understand what is the organic farming is. Organic farming is a system which avoids largely exclude the use of synthetic inputs. We know that chemical fertilizers, pesticide, hormones, and feed additives are excluded in the organic farming, and to the maximum extent feasibly rely upon the crop rotations, crop residues, animal manures of farm organic waste, mineral grade rock additives, and biological system of nutrient mobilization and plant protection. It simply uh, it simply shows that organic farming doesn't depend upon the chemicals. It simply depends upon the natural additives, right? Whether it may be of green leaf manure or animal wastage and other which is not originated from chemicals. We often get confused organic farming with natural farming. I would like to differentiate both of them. About natural farming and organic farming. The natural farming is I would like to give example. Whenever we have visited forest, we must have seen forest fruit trees. They complete their life cycle, they blossom, they bear fruits, etc. Means they're all processes are carried out by themselves with the natural processes, with the natural factors. They maintain their nutrient management themselves, they maintain their weed management themselves, they maintain their water management themselves. This is called as natural farming. But in case of organic farming, these all processes are carried out by nature and human activities also. This is the main difference, that natural farming is completed by its whole, by itself, means nature itself creates, completes its procedure. But in case of organic farming, nature as well as human activities are involved. Like in case of organic farming, we perform weeding, tilling, mixing compost with the soil, water application, nutrient management. But there is no need to apply nutrients, or there is no need to remove the weeds in case of natural farming. This is the main difference. And when we know very well that the natural farming is concept is originated from the Japan, or the Japanese Mr. Fukuoka is the father of natural farming. And he simply called natural farming as do nothing. As compared to natural farming, organic farming is somewhat different. And the most importantly, we are studying organic farming. And in organic farming, all the practices are carried out by human also. And Albert Howard is the father of organic farming. And to the next, coast is from the then cover or there is other practices. एक मिनट मैडम, मैं डिस्कनेक्ट झालो होती. Organic farming मध्ये in organic farming, crop rotation is also very important. For the example of crop rotation, I will give about example of legume plus cereals. We know that legumes fix nitrogen in the soil, and the same nitrogen available in the soil can be utilized by the next cereals, whether it may be wheat, rice, or others. Then biological management, then animal husbandry. In animal husbandry, we can use the excreta of animals in the field, that there is no need, or there is less need to apply chemical fertilizers. Thereafter, biofertilizers, whether it may be rhizobium, azotobacter, azospirillum, etc. Or we can use manures, the bulky manures or concentrated manures, whether it may be cotton cake, neem cakes, courage cake, or blown meal, or whether others inputs we can provide organic in organic farming. Means it excludes the chemical fertilizers. It doesn't include the chemical fertilizers. It mostly relies on natural inputs. Then what is the need of organic farming? We know that there is a population increase, and to stabilize that agriculture production, but to increase it in further in sustainable manner, organic farming is necessary. Natural balance needs to be maintained at all costs for existence of life and property. Agrochemicals which are produced from fossil fuel and are not renewable and are diminishing in availability. Key characteristics. The characteristics protecting the long-term fertility of soil. This is the most important characteristic. I would like to say that, because by the use of chemicals, the quality of the soil is degrading, and to hasten it or to reduce the degradation of soil, it is necessary to reduce the chemicals. And organic farming is the best way to conserve the soil. Providing crop nutrients indirectly using relatively insoluble nutrient sources, which are made available to the plant by the action of soil microorganisms. For example, as I said, that biofertilizers, rhizobium, azotobacter, acetobacter, this is the most efficient way by which we can readily insoluble nutrient sources are available to soil. Then the most important scope of organic farming in India. Local demand of organic food is growing. India is poised for faster growth with growing domestic market. Success of organic movement in India depends upon growth of its own domestic markets. India has traditionally been a country of organic agriculture, and now with increasing awareness about the safety and quality of food, long-term sustainability of the system, accumulating evidences of being equally productive. The organic farming has emerged as an alternative system of farming which may not only address quality in sustainability concerns but also ensures a debit-free, profitable livelihood option. And India has emerged as a single largest country with highest arable cultivated land under organic management. India has achieved the status of single largest country in terms of total area and certified organic food of wild harvest collection. In simple scope of India is that the export market is huge as compared to indigenous market. Export market in organic food is 3 times greater than indigenous market, and organic agriculture will prosper in India. It is estimated, as I searched on the Google, found
Wait a ma'am. Network problem.
No, we can understand. We will wait for few minutes.
and organic farming will contribute in feeding 1.5 billion people by 2030. According to statistics by ASSOCHAM and TechSci, of organic farming market in India will reach around $1.36 billion by 2023, with growth rate of 25 to 30% per year. And for the organic farming, the Indian government has taken many initiatives. We know that in 2000, the NPOP, National Production of Organic National Program for Organic Production was started. In 2008, National Standards of Organic Production was started, and the government initiatives like Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana and the certification schemes by the FSSAI, then participatory guarantee scheme, POP, then soil health cards, and PMFME, that micro food process enterprises, and zero budget natural farming. These all initiatives and certification schemes are very supportive, or they are very favorable for
मैम है ऑटोमेटिक लेफ्ट होता है मैम.
No, don't worry, don't take attention. This is a technical
Yes
issue.
ma'am.
So wait for 10 minutes.
Technical issue.
from the Google. The organic farming would help us to get nutrient-rich food first. Thereafter, it also helps to enhance the soil nourishment. Means by the exclusions of chemicals, it would surely enhance the soil nourishment. And the third, the conserves agriculture diversity. Means it is helpful for the humans and the plants or the microorganisms relying upon ourselves. The second image here is how organic farming can benefit our planet and well-being. The first is third one is nature alive. And most important, what is organic farming? Then organic farming is the intersection of social aims and economic efficiency, security of feed, and relying upon local resources. These economic aims means the farmer's aims, which he tries to find in agriculture. Then ecological aims. Ecological aims mean general natural aims, which is biodiversity, functioning ecosystem, and stability. And lastly, the social aims means a self-provided workforce, regional self-sufficiency in foodstuffs, fulfilling local needs, saving rural communities. These are all social aims. Then the organic farming is intersection of all these three aims: the economic aims, ecological aims, and social aims. Then this is a beautiful picture I have added from the Google. In this picture, I just want to show that there are various products, and in the backstairs of the products, the only organics is written, and the prices tags are put in that products. And as I said, that organic food would fetch a better price than chemical fruits in the future, as chemicals would degrade our health. There are four principles of organic farming. First one is of health, second is of ecology, third one is of fairness, and fourth one is of care. In a shortcut, in a simple manner, I would explain them. In case of a principle of health, the health of soil, health of organisms in soil, health of plant, and health of human also is very important. And by the use of organic farming, it would help us to increase the health of all these components of ecosystem. The second one, the principle of ecology. We know that ecology is the relation between living things and their surroundings. And by the use of organic farming, the ecology will prosper, that all the living things will prosper and their surrounding will prosper. Then the third principle is principle of fairness. Fairness means no one suppresses no one or no one dominates no one. Organic farming helps to maintain fairness among the individuals. And fourth principle is the principle of care, means care of each component, each and every component of ecosystem is taken by organic farming. And these are the slides which I earlier explained. Then next to them is basic steps of organic farming. The first one is the conversion from conventional management to organic management, and management of the entire surrounding system to ensure biodiversity and sustainability of the system. Crop production with the use of alternative sources of nutrients such as crop rotation, residue management, organic manures, and biological inputs. Fourth one is the management of weeds and pests by better management practices, physical and cultural means, and by biological control system. Fifth one is the maintenance of livestock in tandem with organic concept and make them an integral part of the entire system. Then, of course, there are organic farming. There are advantages of organic farming. The first one is the farmer can reduce their production cost because they do not need to buy expensive chemicals from the markets. The second one is a healthier farm of workers. I mean, by the excluded use of chemicals, it would be healthier for workers. Then organic, they improve the plant growth and physiological activities of plant. Then in the long term, organic farm saves energy and protect the environment. The environment means soil, plant health, our health. It can also slow down global warming. Then there is an increasing consumer and are willing to pay for organic food. And we know that in metro cities there is a huge demand for the organic food, and metropolitan people are more aware about the chemicals and chemical foods. Then and the last is fewer residues in the food. More animals and plants can live in the same place in a natural way. This is called biodiversity, and the organic farming would help to grow the biodiversity. Pollution of groundwater would be stopped. They reduce the need for purchased input. Organic farming is poison free. Food taste is better. Food keeps longer. Organic fertilizer is considered as complete plant food, and organic manure produce optimal condition in the soil for high yields and good quality crops. Then also there are disadvantages of organic farming as well. We know that organic farming their organic products may cost 40% more. Then production higher because farmers need more work. Market not even they produce from you know that we take the more income like conventional farming in case of organic farming. Then food illness may happen, and organic farming cannot produce enough food that the world's population needs to survive. Means we must increase the organic area as much as about 10% or 15%. We can't grow the organic farming about 90% or 100% because if it would happen, then we can't provide the food for the whole India. Then organic farming cannot produce enough food that the world's population needs to survive. This could lead to starvation in countries that produce enough food to them. Then this image, eat your organic and local greens, fresh and crisps. Organic food will be healthy for health and of course wealthy. We must go for it, and it would also prosperous to our farmers as it would provide a huge and diversified market to them. Also, it would raise various sources of income to our farmers. The in the last, I would like to thank Professor Edji Zaru sir for indulging us in KVK's training initiative, and also very thankful to Dr. Kamle madam who were with us every day and helped us to go throughout the training session. We will also be grateful to Dr. Z. Sombanshi sir, the head of Badnapur KVK, who arranged this training session for us. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Any question from participant or training? Ask to Deshmukh, and Deshmukh will answer your question definitely. Very informative and excellent presentation, Deshmukh.
Thank you.
Again, would like to thank my all building rock stars who made this event very happy and very interesting. All the performances are very impressive. Thank you. Any question? Okay, one question from my side. What is the long form of NPOP?
Madam, on organic production.
Okay, thank you. The next team be ready.
Yes, ma'am.
There is a make that student post.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, beta, you are audible. You can start your presentation. And where is your group member to help that student?
Ma'am, can I start? No, ma'am.
Yes, you can start. And all the best.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. भारतीय स्वातंत्र्याचे अमृत महोत्सव वर्ष तसेच वाडा कृषी विद्यापीठ परभणीच्या महोत्सव
Sorry to
नाईक
interrupt.
मराठवाडा
Wait,
कृषी
wait, wait.
विद्यापीठ परभणी.
Sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you. Your voice is not properly audible. Check your network connection once and then you can start.
भारतीय अमृत महोत्सव तसेच वसंतराव नाईक मराठवाडा कृषी विद्यापीठ परभणीच्या सुवर्ण जयंती महोत्सवाचे औचित्य साधून वसंतराव नाईक विद्यापीठ परभणी कृषी विज्ञान केंद्र सेंद्रिय शेतीचे वाढते महत्व. सेंद्रिय शेती करताना विक्री व्यवस्थामधील अडचणी लक्षात घेता शेतीमध्ये नवीन उतरू पाहणाऱ्या तरुणांसाठी तसेच सोबतच शेतकरी बंधू भगिनी कृषी विज्ञान केंद्राचे विशेषज्ञ कृषी शास्त्रज्ञ विद्यार्थी कृषी विभागाचे अधिकारी कर्मचारी व स्वयंसेवी संस्थांचे विस्तार कार्यकर्ते यांच्याकरिता 10 दिवसीय ऍडव्हान्सेस इन ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग प्रोडक्शन टेक्नॉलॉजी फॉर यूथ इन ऍग्रिकल्चर केले आहे. या कार्यक्रमाचे आयोजन यासाठी केले आहे. माझे नाव ऋषिकेश गजानन भवर. माझा ट्रेनिंग आयडी KVK BDN 41 भवर. या 10 दिवसीय ऑनलाईन ट्रेनिंग मध्ये विविध शास्त्रज्ञांचे मार्गदर्शन लाभत आहे. भविष्यात ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग मध्ये स्टार्टअप करू इच्छिणाऱ्यांना विद्यार्थ्यांस हा कार्यक्रम खूप लाभदायक ठरणार आहे. या कार्यक्रमांतर्गत आम्हाला प्रेझेंटेशनसाठी पेस्ट मॅनेजमेंट इन ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग विषय अलॉट झाला. This presentation is presented by KVK BDN 33 Vinny, KVK BDN 34 Kede, KVK BDN 35 Bhavani, KVK BDN 36 Sriramula, KVK BDN 37 Theng, KVK BDN 38 Suryanetra, KVK BDN 9 KVK BDN 40 Tolki, KVK BDN 41 KVK BDN 42 Sultani. So let's start. Our topic is pest management in organic farming. Organic farming is an organic production system which largely excludes synthetically produced fertilizer, pesticide, herbicide, and which include crop rotation, then intercropping, and these are natural practices. There are 3 levels of prevention of pest and diseases or pest and disease management. Their first level is preventive method, second level is physical and mechanical, and third is biopesticide. The first preventive measure is a first line of defense, and this system is designed to prevent pest and disease outbreak. When this first level of defense is not sufficient to control the pest, then application of a second level, which is a physical and mechanical, is done. Then when these level 1 and level 2 are not sufficient to control pests and diseases, then level 3 should be adopted, which includes biological and botanical pesticides. Then we have to see then we have to see the practices in level 1. First is use resistant varieties. Then second, selection of the planting tree is used that a seed which should be certified, notified, and recommended seed with a known germination percentage. Seed should be free from pest, diseases, and hibernating pests. And these seeds should be free from weed seeds. Then the third one is use of suitable cropping pattern. That is rotation, intercropping, crop rotation, of growing series of different crops means a different family crops. Then which is grown in the same area, different type of crop. For example, as we grow soybean in the kharif, then we should grow wheat in the rabi and cotton in next season, and then onion like that. This is a crop rotation. It will help to reduce outbreak of some specific pest like bollworms in cotton. Then another cropping pattern is intercropping, which is a practice of growing two or more crop in a definite row pattern. It makes it suitable to spread the pest plant to, or it is difficult to spread the pest plant to plant due to spatial separation, or we can say that obstacles of non-host plants. Then fourth one is balanced nutrient management. Means for example, if we give higher dose of nitrogen, which become a favorable condition for the pest and diseases or weeds also. That's why balanced nutrient management is very important. Then fifth one is supply of organic matter. Organic matter stabilize soil structure, improve aeration of and water holding capacity of soil. And organic matter is also help to make defense mechanism by secretion of certain substances. Then sixth practice is suitable soil cultivation methods, which the practices are facilitating decomposition of infected plant parts, or regulation of weeds, which the weeds which act as a host for pests and diseases. Then protect beneficial soil microflora. Beneficial soil microflora means rhizobium, azotobacter, these beneficial bacteria. Then seventh is use of proper water management, or avoid waterlogging, because some fungal spores get germinating on water, which become favorable for various fungal diseases. And waterlogging also increases the waterborne diseases, or the diseases which get spread by water. And eighth practice is conservation and promotion of natural enemies. The natural enemies, which means Zygogramma bicolorata or Coccinella septum punctata. This Zygogramma bicolorata, which is a Mexican beetle which feed on the Parthenium weed, and the Coccinella septum punctata is a ladybird beetle which feed on hemipteral insects like aphids, jacids, etc. And ninth is optimum planting time and spacing. Then we have to see the practices in level 2, which adopt when practices in a level 1, which are not sufficient to control the pest and disease. Then we have to apply practices in level 2, which are physical and mechanical practices. First one is mulching. Mulching can reduce pest by reducing soil contact, which is mulching is a covering of a soil with various material like a polythene or a straw mulch, stubble mulch, etc., which also helpful for conserving moisture. Then second one is canopy management. By trimming and pruning of trees, increases airflow and decreases the outbreak of a pest. And third one is a solarization. Covering of a soil with a plastic during summer, soil get hot enough to kill hibernating pests. The soil temperature increase by 8 to 10 degrees Celsius by a solarization process. Then fourth mechanical practice is traps for the insects. The traps like a light trap. First one is light trap. These light traps used to catch insect like armyworms, cutworms, steam borers, and other night flying insects. Most effective when placed before adult moth start laying eggs, because which is effective because when adult moths start laying eggs, which give rise to the next generation. That's why it very effective when it is placed before the adult moth starting lays. Then a second trap is yellow stickish trap. Yellow stickish trap used to control white flies, aphid, and hemipteral insects like aphid, jacid, etc. Yellow color attract many insects, even beneficial ones also, which yellow stickish trap placed around 10 centimeter above the foliage. Third one is a pheromone trap. Pheromone trap used pheromone to lure insects and successful in mating disruption, which make a disruption in the mating of insects. Then fifth mechanical practice or the physical practice is fruit bagging. Fruit bagging prevent fruit flies from laying eggs on the fruits. The bag also provide physical protection from mechanical injuries. Work well with melon, bitter gourd, and mango, guava, star fruit, etc. This bagging is helpful in a mango to avoid the attack of fruit flies and mango stone weevil, which is Sternochutus mangiferi. Then a third level of control of pest in organic farming is biopesticides. When the level 1 and 2 are not sufficient to control the diseases and the pest, then biopesticide should be applied. Let's see the introduction of a biopesticide. Biopesticide is a formulation made from naturally occur substances that control pests by non-toxic mechanism and eco-friendly manner. Biopesticides may be derived from animal, for example, nematode, plants, that is a chrysanthemum, aza directa, and a microorganism like a BT, Trichoderma, and nucleopolyhydrosis viruses like HNPV, that is a Helicoverpa armigera nuclear polyhydrosis virus, or SLNPV, that is a Spodoptera luteira nucleopolyhydrosis virus, and which also include the living organisms, that is a natural enemies like a predator, parasitoids. However, biopesticides are generally less toxic in a user and non-targeted organism, making them desirable and sustainable tools for disease management. Inherently less harmful, that is a advantages of a biopesticides, which is inherently less harmful and less environmental load, designed to affect only one specific pest or in some cases the targeted organism, often effective in a very small quantities and often decompose quick, thereby resulting in the lower exposure and largely avoiding the pollution problems. Then another one objective of a biopesticide is when used as a component of integrated pest management program, biopesticide can contribute greatly. They may have any biopesticide, micropesticide, plant incorporated or protectant, then a biochemical pesticide, botanical pesticide, and biotic agents, that is parasitoid, predators, etc. First, we have to see that the microbial pesticides are composed of microscopic living organisms like viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes, or toxin produced by these organisms. The microbial pesticides applied as a conventional insecticidal spray, dust, or granules. Their greatest strength is their specificity, as the hosts are essential, that is non-toxic and non-pathogenic to animals and humans. The microbial pesticide include the pesticide, fungicide, herbicide, and growth regulators of a microbial origin. Then some of the important microbial pesticides are BT. That BT is discovered in Japan. That BT is a Bacillus thuringiensis get discovered in Japan in early 20th century and first become commercial product in France in 1938. The Bacillus thuringiensis control lepidopteral pests like American bollworm cotton and stem borer in rice. When ingested by pest larvae, BT releases toxin which get damage midgut of a pest, eventually killing it, because which get active in alkaline pH, and this alkaline pH is present in the gut of insects. The main source of the production of a BT preparation are the stain of subspecies Kurastaki or Gallery and Dendrolimus. Then second one is Agrobacterium radiobacter, agrocin. Agrobacterium radiobacter is used to treat roots during the transplanting and check crown gall. Crown gall is a disease in the patches, grapevine, peach, grapevine, roses, and various plants caused by soil-borne pathogen, Agrobacterium tumefaciens. The effective stain of Agrobacterium radiobacter possesses two important features. The first one is they are able to colonize host root to a higher population density. And second one is they produce an antibiotic agrocin that is toxic to Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Third is Pseudomonas fluorescens, that is a phenazine. This bacteria is used to control damping off caused by Pythium aphanodermatum or Rhizoctonia solani or Gumanomyces graminis. It has ability to grow quickly in the rhizosphere. Then fourth one is Trichoderma. Trichoderma is the fungicide effective against soil-borne diseases such as root rot. This is also used against Nectia galligena that causes silver leaf diseases of a fruit trees by entering through pruning wounds. Then fifth one is Metarhizium anisophiae. It infects spittle bugs and rhinoceros beetle. Then Beauveria bassiana control Colorado potato beetle. Verticillium lecani control aphid and whiteflies and other hemipteral insects. And Nomoria relay control soybean caterpillars. Then second category of a pesticide is plant incorporated protectants. The pesticidal substance that plant reduces from genetic material that has been added to the plant. As the pest feed on plant, they will eventually die. Botanical pesticide. These are naturally occurring plant material that may crude preparation of a plant parts ground to produce a dust powder, which can be used in the full strength or dilute form in the carrier, such as clay, diatomaceous earth. As a direct effect that productive and digestive process of a pest, several plant diseases, several plant-based insecticides as a nicotinoid, natural pyrethrin, rhodenoid, neem products are used. These are some photographs of imported botanical pesticides. Then fourth one is a biochemical pesticides. They are eventually occurring substances to control the pest by non-toxic mechanism. Biochemical pesticide include substances as insect sex pheromone with mating that attract insect pests to trap. The synthetic attractant are used in one of four ways. That first is as a lure in a trap used to monitor the pest population, as a lure in a trap to design to trap out a pest population. Then third one is as a broadcast single intended to disrupt the insect mating, and the fourth one as the attractant in a bait containing an insecticide. Then the biotic agent or a natural enemies, the predator that consumes several to many prey over the course of their development. They are free living and they are usually big as or bigger than their prey. Lady beetles are the example of predators. That is a ladybird beetle, then lacewings, then parasitoids. Parasitoids are almost the same size as their host and develop always kill the host insect. An adult parasitoid deposits one of the one or more eggs into or on the body of a host of insect or somewhere in the host habitat. The larva that hatches from the each egg feed internally and externally the host tissue, and the body fluid consume it slowly. Later in development, the host dies and the parasitoid pipettes inside or outside the host body. The bathyplates, then Trichoderma, Incarcia, and Musci furex are some important parasitoids. And thank you. आयोजकांनी प्रेझेंटेशन करण्याची संधी दिली त्याबद्दल मी त्यांचे आभार मानतो. तसेच केव्हीकेचे प्रमुख डॉक्टर सोमवंशी सर, डॉक्टर कांबळे मॅडम आणि प्राध्यापक एस डी जाधव सर यांचे सुद्धा मी आभार मानतो. धन्यवाद. And if anyone have questions or query regarding our topics, then please ask.
Thank you so much. Very nice presentation.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Any question you can ask? Any question? You can ask the questions. Otherwise, you will put your question in the chat box. He will definitely answer you. You don't have question. That means you are only physically here. Mentally, you are there and there.
आवाज क्लिअर येत नाही मॅम.
Okay. Okay, I hope you don't have any question. That means you understood all the part of presentation. So next team leader, be ready and start your presentation. One question in your chat box. That question is, what is the basic difference between the pest and diseases? Rishikesh, please answer this question.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the pest is any entity which can cause which is cause economical loss, which may be pest or insect pest, disease or weeds, which we can say that which is a pest which causes economical loss. And in case of a disease, which is means disease is abnormal growth or any means a dysfunctioning of a plant, we can say that disease. And pest which any entity which can cause economical loss. This is a main difference in pest and diseases.
Okay, next team, be ready.
हॅलो हॅलो
सर यांना पोस्ट करा.
मॅम आवाज येतोय?
वेट सर जे आहेत त्यांना पोस्ट करा आणि जर नंबर ऑफ पोस्ट वाढत असतील तर तिथे पोस्ट जे आहेत त्यांना हे करून टाका, रिमूव्ह करा. म्हणजे जे शिंगोटे वगैरे यांचं झाले ना प्रेझेंटेशन, तर पोस्ट जर हे जास्त असतील नंबर तर नो इश्यू, नसतील तर यांना करा.
हॅलो हॅलो मॅम आवाज येतोय?
अरे तुमच्या टीम मेंबरला विचारा, कुठे टीम मेंबर, प्लीज आन्सर हिज क्वेश्चन.
हॅलो टीम मेंबर आवाज येतोय?
Yes, voice is clear.
थँक्यू. भारतीय स्वातंत्र्याचे अमृत महोत्सवी वर्ष तसेच वसंतराव नाईक मराठवाडा कृषी विद्यापीठ परभणीच्या सुवर्ण जयंती महोत्सवाचे औचित्य साधून वसंतराव नाईक मराठवाडा कृषी विद्यापीठ परभणी अंतर्गत कृषी विज्ञान केंद्र बदनापूर तर्फे सेंद्रिय शेतीचे वाढते महत्व, सेंद्रिय शेती करताना विक्री व्यवस्था मधील अडचणी लक्षात घेता शेतीमध्ये नवीन उतरू पाहणाऱ्या तरुणांसाठी तसेच सोबतच शेतकरी बंधू भगिनी कृषी विज्ञान केंद्राच्या विशेषज्ञ कृषी शास्त्रज्ञ विद्यार्थी कृषी विभागाचे अधिकारी कर्मचारी व स्वयंसेवी संस्थांचे विस्तार कार्यकर्ते यांच्याकरिता 10 दिवसीय ॲडव्हान्सेस इन ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग प्रोडक्शन टेक्नॉलॉजी फॉर यूथ इन ॲग्रिकल्चर केले आहे. या कार्यक्रमाचे आयोजन केले आहे. तर माझे नाव शिवम पांडुरंग गुडे, आय नंबर KVK BDN 43. माझ्या ग्रुपला प्रेझेंट करत आहोत. माझ्या ग्रुपमध्ये KVK BDN 44 काळे, KVK BDN 45 ठोंबळे, KVK BDN 46 वेलिशाला, KVK BDN 47 इंगळे, KVK BDN 48 चिंचोले, KVK BDN 49 गुमटकर, KVK BDN 50 रंधीर, KVK BDN 51 साईरामा, KVK BDN 52 नेमाने, KVK BDN 53 बोडके, KVK BDN 54 कायंदे, KVK BDN 55 इंगळे, KVK BDN 56 बाग, KVK BDN 57 परीक्षित, and KVK BDN 58 मुंडे. Can I share my PPT, ma'am?
We continue. We continue.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Is my screen is sharing, sir? Hello?
Yes. Share your PPT, your co-host now, Google.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I unable to sharing, ma'am.
What is the problem? You are unable to share it? Share होत नहीं है का PPT?
Yeah.
एक तुम्हाला co-host केलंय त्याच्यामुळे शेअर ऑप्शन वरती जावा आणि शेअर करा. आणि जर तुम्ही डेस्कटॉप म्हणजे पीसी वरून किंवा लॅपटॉप वरून जर शेअर करत असाल, हा ओके.
Okay, ma'am.
ओके ओके.
शेअर झाले का, ma'am?
Yes, screen is visible. You are audible. You can start now. All the best.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. My topic is biodynamic compost and cow pet pit, ma'am. Under this topic, we study about what is biodynamic compost, component of biodynamic compost, preparation of biodynamic compost, what is the method of preparation of biodynamic compost, method of application of biodynamic compost, and cow pet pit. In this in slide, the introduction of biodynamic. Biodynamic agriculture born in 1924. The father of biodynamic farming is Rudolf Steiner. Steiner is an Australian philosopher and scientist. Biodynamic first modern organic agriculture. Biodynamic methods are based on anthroposophy. Is born anthroposophy or wisdom knowledge of human beings. Biodynamic techniques were used on about 1 lakh hectare and in 60 countries, leading at Germany for 45% account on total. Then what is biodynamics? Biodynamic, it is a branch of biology that deals with energy or activity of living organism. In next, we study what is biodynamic compost. Biodynamic compost means the compost which is prepared from different plant and animal material, that is different proteinous and carbonaceous material, protein rich material like animal manure, lawn clipping, fresh green grass, leaves, shoot of legume trees, etc. carbonaceous rich material in that shredded coconut, coir peat, paddy straw, wood clip, etc. The proportional of biodynamic compost is 60% protein rich and 40% carbonaceous material. Next, we study component of biodynamic farming. In component, turning in plant material such as green crop and straw, not using chemical fertilizer and pesticide, avoiding soil compaction by machinery or animal, particularly in wet weather, use of preparation biodynamic 500 and biodynamic 501, compost made with preparation of biodynamic 502 to 507, liquid manure made with preparation biodynamic 502 to 507, cow pet pit manure made with preparation biodynamic 502 to 507. Then next, preparation of biodynamic compost. In that formulation of biodynamic 500, as per the establishment norms, biodynamic process by cow dung is a full of astral and ethereal power. The cow horn shell has the potential to absorb the astral power. In this formulation, the inherent potential of these two components is harvested in making a biological active formulation. Like that, method of preparation. In this, we study the method of preparation of biodynamic compost 500. Whip fresh cow dung to prepare a thick, smooth paste. Fill the empty cow horn shell with this paste. Now place this horn in the pit in upright position with the pointed close end of horn facing upward. Fill the pit with good fertile soil and compost mixture in proportional 25:1 till ground level. The soil of pit is to be kept moist for all time. If required, sprinkle water at repeated interval. As per the Indian moon calendar, Karwa Navratra, that is October to November, is the most ideal period for placing the dung fill horn in pit. The horn are kept buried for approx 6 months and taken out during the Chaitra Navratra. Dig out at appropriate time and take out BD compost. Like the only cow horn are used for preparation of BD 500, that is biodynamic 500. Pit should about 16 to 18-inch deep and covered with soil, like that. Then cow horn should be buried upon open end down. In this picture, we see that open end down. Then after 6 months, turn into dark humus and we get a final product, cow horn manure, that is biodynamic 500. This is a tree diagram of biodynamic farming, biodynamic 500 cow horn manure preparation process. Collecting a dung, buried pit 18 inches deep, collected the cow horn, collect the fresh dung, fill the cow horns with the cow dung, place the horn in burial pit 1 inch apart with base downward. Then method of application of biodynamic 500. Mix 30 gram of biodynamic 500 in about 13 liter of rain or fresh tube well water. Stir the solution with the hand for 1 hour. Apply this suspension with the help of knapsack sprayer on soil surface or as a foliar spray. The best time of application is close to sunset. Biodynamic 500 application encourages the growth of beneficial microorganisms and earthworms. Then next, other biodynamic compost is biodynamic 501. Is a simply modern shorthand name for the biodynamic preparation that Rudolf Steiner introduced as a horn silica. In this preparation involves packing finely ground quartz crystal rock into the horns of cow. The preparation is then buried in the spring on a flower day with a descending moon and then lifted in autumn. In this picture, we see how biodynamic 501 cow horn silica is prepared. The fine ground quartz silica specialized prepared. They fill then this quartz fill in horn of cow and buried. Then in next, then in next, biodynamic 502, yarrow preparation. Yarrow, Archelia millifolium is a scientific name of yarrow. Is a perennial plant up to 60 centimeter tall. It originated in Europe and today is naturalized all over the world. This is plant and flower of yarrow. In this process, method of preparation, urinary bladder of stag, that is an adult male red deer, is used. The stag with its anthers magnifying the effect of cosmos. Smell of stag bladder and that of the yarrow are similar. Cosmos activity of flower is enhanced by cosmic activity of bladder. The energy is received by stag from the cosmos through the antler center around the bladder. Start the preparation making under the planetary influence of Venus. Blow up the bladder with air when the bladder is fresh, air dry and then collapse. At the time of use moisture to make it flexible. Cut the bladder, insert the funnel and introduce the flower till the bladder is packed. Moisturize the flower with plant extract. Stitch up the slit with a cotton thread. Store in the clothes basket to keep away from rodent and pest. In this picture, we see how this yarrow plant is fixed in a bladder of stag. Like that, and stitches. Then next, biodynamic 503, chamomile, chamomile flower, Matricuria chamomilla. This is a botanical name of chamomile. This is composed of flower of the chamomile plant combined with the cow intestine. Harvesting of flower. Firstly, we need to harvest the flower of this plant. Pick up the flower when the petals are horizontal, mid-morning, 10 a.m. Ideal flower will have 2 rows of petals around the cone. Harvest into a tray as the flower, if left together, produce heat. Use drying trays. Storage in airtight container. Then preparation of biodynamic 503. The intestine of a cow or bull can be used. Do not wash intestine. Cut into the 15 centimeter brief. Run the finger alongside intestine like a milking cow to squeeze out the undigested material. Tie cut bit at one end with a cotton string. Fix funnel to open end and fill with a dry flowers. Pack not too loose. Stack the filled sachets into the bundle, which could be placed in the mud pot surrounded with fertile soil. Time of burial to lifting. Bury in October and let it remain in the soil till February or March. Then biodynamic 504, Himalayan stinging nettle, Utica parviflora. Method of preparation. In this method, fill the dried leaves into the terracotta pipes or mud pot. Press well into the container. Ensure that the lid is on. Place the pot under the influence of Mars. Moisten dry leaves with the juice of leaves before filling if found dry. Time of burying and lifting. Harvested leaves in May and September. Leave the preparation in September after 1 year. Next, we study biodynamic 505 Himalayan oak bark Fulius leuca. This is prepared by combining bark of oak tree with the skull of animal. This is a Himalayan oak bark tree and this is the skull of animal. In this method, crush the oak bark tree. The skull of any domestic animal may be used. The link between the skull and bark is their calcium properties. Further, it is a calcium formation and the skull formation that takes place first in the case of development of the embryo. Place the crushed oak bark in brain cavity of skull. Block the opening with the well-shaped bone pipe. Place the skull in watery environment with weeds and plant muck which would have been damaged by the local diseases that affect the crop. This helps build up the resistance of the plant and flow the principle of homeopathy. It would be placed in the location where there is an exchange of water such as a rain, drain, swamp. It should be noted that foul smell is immediate on lifting the preparation and removing it from the skull. This gradually reduces with drying after removal in dark, dry place. Fungus may form. Turn over frequently to correct the same. Time of pouring and lifting. The preparation is placed in September and lifted in March. Then Biodynamic 506 Tageticum officinalis. It is made from dandelion wrapped up in the bovine mesentery. This is the mesentery and this is a dandelion flower. In this method, with the mesentery of cow, the flower is very sensitive to the light and hence it is a place in mesentery of cow, which itself sensitive. Ensure that extra fat is cut off from mesentery. Do not wash mesentery. Place the dried flower in the mesentery and wrap into a parcel and tie with a jute thread. Place the Place the parcel in a good mixture of soil and compost into a pot. While lifting the preparation, the mesentery may or may not be seen. Time of barrel lifting, placed in the September and left in the March. Then in next slide, we study the biodynamic 507. Valerian officinalis is a scientific name of valerian. The juice of valerian flower is used for this preparation. This is the valerian flower, and in this method, place the clipped flower into a mortar and pestle and green into a paste. The paste is added to water in a ratio of 1:4 in bottle. Ensure storage in cool place. Use 1 gram each 502 to 506 biodynamic compost for every 5 cubic meter of compost and 10 ml of 507 biodynamic compost at 5% in 2 to 5 liters of water. This could this could be added to liquid manure and cow pet pit also. Then biodynamic 508 Equisetum arvensis. In this method, Equisetum arvensis biodynamic 508, it is a very high in silica. It can be used as a tea to control the fungus in the early season. It should be sprayed at full moon 2 to 4 days before and at a moon opposition Saturn, the same as a biodynamic 1 kg Equisetum arvensis or calcuna. 10-liter water. Preparation process. Make a strong tea tincture by boiling the Equisetum arvensis or Quercia in hot water for 2 hours. Let it sit for 2 days. Then it is all about this chart is all about from biodynamic 502 to 507. In this, the result of use of biodynamic permits uh, use of biodynamic 502 permits the plant to attract the trace element in extreme dilute quantities for the best nutrition. The biodynamic 503 result is stabilize nitrogen within the compost and increase the soil life so as to stimulate the plant growth. By using biodynamic 504, the result is stimulate the soil health by providing the plant with the individual nutrition component needed and enhance earth soil. By using biodynamic 505, that is oak bark and skull is used in this biodynamic compost, provided healing force or qualities to combat harmful plant diseases. In biodynamic 506, result is stimulate relationship between uh, silicon and potassium so that the silicon can attract osmotic forces to the soil. In Biodynamic 507, stimulate the compost so that the phosphorus component is properly used by the soil. In this, all about Biodynamic 500, Biodynamic 501, 502, 503, 504, and 505, 506, 507, and 508. This is a all final product of all biodynamic compost, that is yarrow in arrow, then chamomile, nettle method, oak bark, dandelion, and valerian. Then cow pet pit. Cow pet pit is also known as CPP, and it is a specialized type of compost. It refers to the cow manure fixed with the crushed eggshells and basal dust, then put into 12 inches deep pit inset with brick. The dung is fermented together with the preparation of biodynamic 502 to 507. For a period of 3 to 4 months, it is applied in evening during the cooler months. From fungal and bacterial plate test of the CPP, it appears there is a wide range of colonies or families of fungi and bacteria which have proliferated during the fermentation of the original cow dung material, and also from what been gained from biodynamic preparation, that is biodynamic 502 to 507. This is a cow pet pit. In this picture, we see how cow pet pit is prepared. Then maintenance of cow pet pit. Choose the site with a good drainage, well shaped. Making of cow pet pit. Choose a site with good drainage, well shaped and aerated. A vegetable garden is ideal. Then dig a pit 90 centimeter, 60 centimeter, and 30 centimeter deep, that is 3 feet, 2 feet, and 1 feet in dimension. Line the side of pit with the used bricks. Ensure that the bricks are wet prior to placing the dung. The bricks are a good medium for the walls of the pit in that they absorb moisture and can be watered to keep the dung from drying out. In this picture, we see the all arrangement of cow pet pit and dimension of cow pet pit. The bottom is left as a bare earth. The pit can be made in series of up to 100 feet in the ground with a central path is between two double rows or some system that suit the farm need. The pits are usually situated with a shade house which is usually roofed with thatch. This will keep the pits cool during the hot months and stop the dung from drying out, and will be shelter against the rain during the monsoon. Make sure the shade house is high enough to work under. Then making the slurry. Collect the 60 kg of cow dung from a lactating cow, preferably fed on biodynamically grown fodder. No concentrated or grain should be fed 2 to 3 days before the collecting the dung. Add water by sprinkling it over the cow dung if dry. Cow dung should not be too dry or too wet. The dung should be firm as this facilitates the breakdown process. It is a mix with 200 grams of powdered eggshell. Heat eggshells in the hot oven for 10 minutes, which will be aid in grinding of powder and 200 gram of powder basalt dust. If there is a no basalt, use blue granite quarry dust or a bore well soil instead. Sprinkle a basalt rock or over the well soil and crush eggshells over the cow dung. Then what is the maintenance of cow pet pit? Once a month, gently turn aerated with a garden fork, leaving the surface smooth and covered on a completion to avoid the excessive drying. If manure worms, Ischia foetida, gold-banded lavender color, or lumbricus nebulous, small red, are not already present, they can be introduced to aid the latter stage of breakdown. After the first month, turn each week. This will be speed up the breakdown process. Remove mature cow pet pit into 3 to 5 months. When ready, the cow pet pit will be well broken down with a good humus content, it will have a good earthy smell. It can be used straight away or stored in the earthen pot in a good place. Maintenance, moisture, and use within the 6 months. The empty pit can be refilled again. Then application of cowpat pit, 60 kg of cow dung gives about 30 to 35 kg of cowpat pit after fermentation. When it is a mature, it mixes with the water at the rate of 1 kg in 40 liter of water per acre. This means one cowpat pit should be enough to cover 40 acres. It should be stirred for at least 10 minutes as this encourages good bacteria development for larger area. The greater amount of liquid can be stirred in 200-liter drum with the trepo stirring arrangement or with the Farbilla flow from for 15 minutes before using. It can be sprinkler or spray over the land. If it is a spray onto trees or foliage, it should be first stained through a fine mesh. Then ground spray at 1 kg per acre. Cowpat pit to 40 liters of water. Soak overnight prior to application. Stir for 10 minutes. If necessary, stain through a cotton cloth and spray as required. Stir with preparation Biodynamic 500 at 25 grams and Biodynamic 500 to 100 grams 1 kg cowpat pit. Add during the last 15 minutes of stirring. Soil inoculant over land being covered to biodynamic organic management used on the soil around all fruit trees as a soil inoculant or soil conditioner used before any mulching is applied around the trees. Soil or foliar feed on all crops at all stages except those close to harvest. It can be sprayed every 7 or 14 days. Best spray in evening. Excellent for all field crops, that is wheat, lucerne, paddy, and potatoes. Also mangoes, papaya, all tropical fruit and citrus, apples, stone fruit, avocados, grapes, coffee, and tea. When used as a foliar feed on all fruit trees, it will be straighten the plant against possible fungus or insect attack. Apply every 40 days before and after flowering. Then liquid manure tonic. Stir with any liquid manures at approx 50 gram of cow pet pit per gallon. Dissolve in water and use as a liquid manure. Pruning paste balm. Add water to a handful of cowpat pit to make a slurry and apply as a pruning paste to stop bleeding and help healing. Apply cowpat pit slurry to bark of tree to stimulate cambium growth, strengthen the bark to bring the good soil microorganism up to the tree. Root dipping. Used to dip root of all young trees, shrubs, or grapes prior to planting. This will be encourage the new root development. Soak seed in cowpat pit slurry overnight before sowing. If not overnight, soak for at least 30 minutes. Dry off and slow immediately. Then in next, seed soak. Soak a seed in cowpat pit slurry overnight before sowing. If not overnight, soak at least for 30 minutes. Dry up and sow immediately. Soak the seed potatoes for 1 hour before planting. Dip potatoes and dry before planting. This seems to help to control the lead blight. Cutting can be in cowpat pit slurry overnight to enhance root development. The benefits of cowpat pit. Cowpat pit is a very effective way of spraying the influence of the compost preparation, that is biodynamic 502 to 507 over a large area of farmland, orchard and garden. Well made cowpat pit has within it all energetic associated with a biodynamic preparation 502 to 507. It will be also contain a wide range of beneficial fungi and bacteria and growth of promoting hormones, which can be very helpful in many areas of agriculture and horticulture. It has a wide range of uses. Thanking you. आयोजकांनी आम्हाला प्रेझेंटेशन करण्यास संधी दिली त्याबद्दल त्यांचे आभार मानतो. तसेच केव्हीके प्रमुख डॉक्टर सोमवंशी सर, डॉक्टर यांनी आपला बहुमूल्य वेळ आम्हाला दिला त्याबद्दल त्यांचेही आभार मानतो. तसेच विवेकानंद कृषी महाविद्यालयाचे प्राध्यापक माननीय जाधव सर यांनी आम्हाला मार्गदर्शन केले त्यांच्याबद्दल त्यांचेही आभार मानतो. व प्रेझेंटेशन तयार करण्यासाठी माझ्या सर्व सहयोगी मित्र व मैत्रिणींनी मदत केली आभार मानतो. व आपणही माझे पीपीटी शांतपणे ऐकली त्याबद्दल तुमचे कौतुक करतो आणि थांबतो. धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद. Please repeat your all team member number.
What ma'am?
तुमच्या टीम मधले जे मेंबर आहेत त्यांचे ट्रेनिंग आयडी एकदा प्लीज रिपीट करा. हा, ओके.
केव्हीके बीडीएन 49 योगिता गुमटकर, केव्हीके बीडीएन 43 शिवम घुगे, केव्हीके बीडीएन 57 परीक्षित इंगळे, केव्हीके बीडीएन 44 काळे, केव्हीके बीडीएन 45 ढोंबळे, केव्हीके बीडीएन 46 वेलिशाला, केव्हीके बीडीएन 47 इंगळे, केव्हीके बीडीएन 48 चिंचोले, केव्हीके बीडीएन 50 रणधीर, केव्हीके बीडीएन 51 साईरामा, केव्हीके बीडीएन 52 नेमाने, केव्हीके बीडीएन 53 बोडके, केव्हीके बीडीएन 54 कायंदे, केव्हीके बीडीएन 55 इंगळे, केव्हीके बीडीएन 56 वाघ.
Okay, thank you. Any question?
Thank you.
If any question, you can ask. Otherwise, the next presenter will be ready. Okay, thank you. I think
Thank you,
no
ma'am.
question is there.
Okay, thank you,
Next team member be ready. Who is the next presenter? Next team leader? From next college.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
ते कॉलेजचे विवेकानंद कॉलेजचे स्टुडंट्स झाले का मॅम?
हो, विवेकानंद कॉलेजचे स्टुडंट झालेत. तुम्ही द्या तुमचे प्रेझेंटेशन.
ठीक आहे मॅम, चालतं. Hello, is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. So in 10 days training program that is Advances in Organic Farming Production Technology for Youth in Agriculture, organized by KVK Badnapur. I'm student from Dr. Gangadhar Rao Patrikar College of Agriculture, Patri, Aurangabad. The topic my team got is scope of organic farming in international market and marketing. So the team members from my team is KVK BDN 81 Shinde, KVK BDN 84 Sauthe, KVK BDN 86 Rupanwar, KVK BDN 94 Varade, KVK BDN 96 Pujitha, KVK BDN 92 Uke. So these are my group members, and I'm going to start the topic now. So introduction. Organic farming has engrossed much attention in current decades as a way to maintain farming productions. गेल्या काही दशकांपासून from some decades there peoples are moving towards the organic farming more and more. At the same time, it has played an important role in dealing with the environmental harms rooted in traditional agriculture. Hello.
Yes, beta, you continue, please.
Okay.
You continue, please.
Okay, ma'am. At the same time, it has played an important role in dealing with the environmental harms rooted in traditional agricultural techniques. From nowadays, as we see, there are so much use of chemical fertilizers and chemical other insecticide pesticides, due to which there are very much harmful effects on the soil as well as on the environment, due to which so due to these harmful effects, people are now moving towards organic farming. This is also a reason for moving towards the organic farming. Then organic farming not only produces fine and healthy products, but also improves the fertility and quality of soil. As I said before, that due to the excessive use of chemicals, the fertility of soil has been decreased. So that to maintain that fertility and quality of soil, the farmers are moving towards the ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग. मातीची गुणवत्ता ही राखून ठेवण्यासाठी आणि तिची उत्पादकता टिकवून ठेवण्यासाठी फार्मर्स, आपले शेतकरी बांधव आता ऑर्गॅनिक सेंद्रिय शेतीकडे वळत आहेत. सो various scopes of organic farming in international market and marketing. सेंद्रिय शेतीचे आंतरराष्ट्रीय मार्केट मधील त्याची काय जागा आहे किंवा काय त्याला स्कोप्स आहेत ते आज आपण डिस्कस करणार आहोत. रेझिंग डिमांड फॉर ऑर्गॅनिक फूड प्रोडक्ट्स फेवरिंग द ग्रोथ of the market, international organic farming market. Nowadays the demand for organic products has been increased in international market. That according to the Food and Agricultural Organization, the area earmarked for organic cultivation grew from 15 million hectares in 2000 to 71.5 million hectares in the year 2018. The time span from year 2000 to 2018, the area of cultivation of organic farming has been increased from 15 million hectares to 70.1.5 million hectares. 2000 ते 2018 या साली एवढ्या ह्या कालावधीमध्ये जो ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग सेंद्रिय शेतीचा जो म्हणजे जी जागा आहे ती वाढली आहे 15 मिलियन हेक्टर पासून 71.5 मिलियन हेक्टर्स पर्यंत. दिस इंडिकेट्स द इन्क्रीज इन द कन्झम्पशन ऑफ ऑर्गॅनिक गुड्स ओव्हर द पास्ट फ्यू इयर्स. याच्यामधून आपल्याला असं कळते की लोकांचा कल हा ऑर्गॅनिक शेतीकडे जास्त आहे. पीपल आर मुव्हिंग टुवर्ड्स ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग मोर. So in 2018, India had 1.1 million farmers focused on organic farming out of the 2.8 million farmers in the world, making up to 39% of the global market. म्हणजे 2018 सालच्या सर्वे मध्ये आपल्याला कळते की 2.8 मिलियन फार्मर्स पैकी 1.1 मिलियन फार्मर्स हे इंडियन फार्मर्स होते, ज्यांचा भर जास्तीत जास्त ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग वर होता. आणि ड्यू टू विच 39% of global market was made by Indian farmers. So also it suggests that the demand for organic products overpowers the sale of organic farming, therefore driving the organic farming market to grow. त्याच्यामुळे due to this, demand for organic products has also increased and the market has grown more for the organic farming. The growing emphasis on the environmental friendly product is also driving the increase in demand for organic products. Thereby, augmenting the growth of the global organic farming market. People are nowadays also moving towards, they are also tending towards environmentally friendly things. Like first, there is a common example, like first people were non-vegetarian, they went to vegetarian, now they are vegan. कळत आहे का की आधी लोक नॉन व्हेजिटेरियन पासून आता व्हेजिटेरियन आणि आता वेगन कडे जातात. तसंच आता लोक सुद्धा काही लोक एन्व्हायरमेंटल फ्रेंडली किंवा ऑर्गॅनिक फूड कडे जास्त वळत आहेत. So due to which the market has been growing for organic farming. The rising adulteration rates across the developing countries fueling the growth in the international organic farming markets. So nowadays we see that there is too much adulteration can be seen in various sectors, like if it may be in fruit production, vegetable production, dairy, meat. In every sector of farming there is adulteration we can see. खूप भेसळयुक्त जे वस्तू आहेत ते आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतात आणि त्याच्यामुळे ड्यू टू विच देअर आर व्हेरियस हजार्डस इफेक्ट्स ऑन द human health, due to which people are tending more towards to avoid that harmful effects on the body, on the health. People are moving towards the organic farming, and this mindset of people moving towards organic farming, making growth, that is actually giving the growth, that is actually giving the backup to the organic market, farming market. So the rising demand and reduced food supply germinate another issue of its own, which is food adulteration. In recent years, the prevalence of adulterated food products has increased, deteriorating the quality of food that people consume. Developing countries are more prone to the issues as there are no strict measures in the places. आता metropolitan आणि urban areas मध्ये इंटरनॅशनल लेवल असो किंवा भारतात असो, कुठेही असो, जे मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटीज आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये जास्तीत जास्त अडल्ट्रेशन, भेसळयुक्त पदार्थ हे जास्त विकले जातात आणि त्याच्यामुळे हेल्थवर जास्त परिणाम होतो. हेल्थ इश्यूज आर मोर सीन नाउअडेज अँड द क्वालिटी, ड्यू टू अडल्ट्रेशन द क्वालिटी ऑफ फूड इज डिटोरिएटेड. गुणवत्ता ही घसरलेली आहे ड्यू टू विच पीपल्स आर नाउ मूव्हिंग टू, दिस इज ऑल्सो अ व्हेरी बिग रिझन पीपल मूव्हिंग टुवर्ड्स द ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग. The increasing number of adulteration cases, especially in urban areas, is the causing people to switch to organic diets and food products, which in turn is driving the growth of organic farming industry worldwide. जागतिक लेवलवर हे जे अडल्ट्रेशन आहे त्याच्यावरून जे हेल्थवर होणारे प्रॉब्लेम्स आहेत किंवा इश्यूज आहेत, अफेक्ट्स आहेत, ते अवॉइड करण्यासाठी पीपल्सचा जो कल आहे तो ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंग कडे जास्त आहे. And this is the reason the organic farming or the organic industry is getting a growth. So one example I would like to give here, that is Gavran Tup. People go for the pure ghee. Why they do not go for dalda or either any other product, vanaspati ghee? They go for dalda because they have the assurance of the quality of that product, and hence it has demand, which indirectly makes the growth of organic farming market. And then pure organic farming segment holds the largest area in the international organic farming market. In the global organic farming market, there are two main types of farming: pure organic farming and integrated organic farming. Pure organic farming accounted for the larger share in the market in 2020. So what is the difference between pure organic farming and integrated organic farming? Consists of no use of any chemicals for producing any kind of product. It is totally organic, not even a single drop I could say of chemical is used there. But in integrated farming, organic farming, nutrient management and integrated pest management is also done there. So in integrated pest management, chemical management practices are also included, hence which make pure organic farming more attracted by peoples. They are attracted towards pure organic farming. Pure organic type farming leverages organic manures and bio pesticides for crop management. The products used for crop management under such farming types are free from any kinds of chemicals. As I said before, there are no kinds of chemical used for this kind of farming. Therefore, their organic manures and biopesticides are used, hence the product is fully organic. However, the natural way of producing the food while not compromising the quality of the end product adds to the confidence of the consumers over the product. As a result of which, the rising consumers' preference for organic food products are driving the growth of global organic farming markets. So here, if a product is fully organic, the people, consumers or the customers, they do not think twice before taking it or buying it, even if the product is expensive, because they know, they have the confidence that the product is fully organic, and if we eat this product or if we consume this product, we are not going to get any harmful effect on our body. This confidence makes the organic farming to grow more in the international market. Then international organic farming markets. आता आपण जेव्हा when we are talking about international organic farming market, there are various regions divided. Like the global farming market has been categorized into North America, Europe, Asia Pacific, Latin America, and Middle East and Africa. The North America region accounted for the largest share in the market in 2020. In 2020, this year, the largest organic farming leading area was North American, and India comes under Asia Pacific region. However, the Asia Pacific region is expected to showcase the highest growth in the upcoming years. येणाऱ्या काही काळामध्ये एशिया पॅसिफिक रिजन, ज्याच्यात आपण पण येतो, हा ग्रो करायचे खूप सारे चान्सेस दाखवत आहे. त्याच्यानंतर रिसर्च इन्स्टिट्यूट फॉर ऑर्गॅनिक ॲग्रिकल्चर रिपोर्ट्स that the Northern America region leads to the world retail sales of organic food products, representing an estimated 45.5% of the total global retail sales for organic food products in 2019. 2019 मध्ये झालेल्या सर्वेमध्ये असं घोषित करण्यात आलं होतं की नॉर्थ अमेरिकन रिजन इज लीडिंग ऑल ओव्हर द वर्ल्ड. इंटरनॅशनल मार्केटमध्ये नॉर्थ अमेरिका हे रिजन लीड करत आहे आणि 45.5% टोटल सेल्स इन द वर्ल्ड आर ओन बाय दिस रिजन. In showcase the growing trend of the countries in North America towards the consumption of organic food products. हेच दाखवते आपल्याला. This proves that the maximum consumption of the organic food or products are done in, or made in that region, North America region. Then some other factors which give backup to the organic farming nowadays, that is due to increasing hazardous effect of chemicals on the environment, people are moving towards the organic farming worldwide. This, as we discussed before, chemical free, people are moving towards the chemical free products now, and hence it is make the organic farming strong. The people are getting more health conscious nowadays, hence moving toward the organic food. Due to pandemic, people are more concerned about their immune system, which tends them to go for organic product. As we have seen, last 2 years people have been going through the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, due to which people now are morely concerned towards their immune system. They want to make their immune system very strong, and for that they believe that the organic products are very helpful. Hence, people are moving towards the organic products and consuming organic products. Then, what is the present status of organic farming in India? India is a home to 30% of total organic producers in the world, but used to account for just 2.59% of the total organic cultivation area of 57.8 million hectares. According to the World of Organic Agriculture 2018 reports, India is a home. India is leading now in organic product farming. But the area where the cultivation is done is very less in compared to the other countries. India ranked first in the number of organic farmers and ninth in terms of area under organic farming. First in number of organic farmers. Number of organic farmers is highest in our country, but the area which is cultivated under organic farming is less. Then, which country is leading the organic farming? Australia has the largest organic agricultural area, 35.7 million hectares, followed by Argentina, 3.6 million hectares, and China, 3.1 million hectares. The countries having highest demand for organic products. Which countries? अशा कोणत्या countries आहेत ज्यांच्यामध्ये सगळ्यात जास्त organic products ची demand आहे? That is Denmark and Switzerland had the highest per capita consumption of organic food of any country in the world. Here we have to take one point notice that if Denmark Denmark and Switzerland, such countries are highest consuming highest number of organic products. Hence, these countries are the main motto or main focus of the organic farming, international organic farming system, where we can sell our products. If we have to search for market, we can consider these countries as the main markets, as the consumption of the organic products is highest there. Which organic products having demands, which products असे कोणते products आहेत जे जास्तीत जास्त डिमांड मध्ये आहेत ऑर्गॅनिकचे. The major demand under the organic product category are for oil seeds, cereals and millets, sugar, fruit juice concentrates, tea, spices, pulses, dry fruits and medicinal plant products. So all these products are in highly demand right now in organic farming. Organic products are having high demand in international market. इंटरनॅशनल मार्केटमध्ये कोणते प्रोडक्ट जास्त डिमांड मध्ये आहेत? ऑर्गॅनिक बेरीज, various types of berries, gooseberries, blackberries, such berries are now in highest demands, were among the best selling items in 2019, totaling around $760 million in sales. After that, bananas, apples and carrots were among the most popular ऑर्गॅनिक आयटम्स. म्हणजे सफरचंद, बनाना ह्यांची पण मार्केट खूप जास्त हाय होते आणि यांची पण डिमांड सगळ्यात जास्त होती. त्याच्यानंतर ॲज पर यू गाईज कॅन सी देर आर व्हेरियस बेरीज, फ्रुट्स, इवन ऑर्गॅनिक मिल्क इज इन मोर डिमांड, अँड हियर यू कॅन सी 100% ऑर्गॅनिक झोन, such types of this is kind of marketing system there. Indian products having high demand in international market. आता which products from India are mostly in demand? India is a leader in export of organic tea, basmati rice, and organic cotton. Another area where India can be see a demand in the export market is through organic vegetables. The demand for organic fruits and vegetables is like to continue right till the forecast year 2026. 2026 पर्यंत ही डिमांड तशीच वाढत राहणार आहे असं त्यांचं म्हणणं आहे, रेकॉर्डचं म्हणणं आहे. आणि इंडियामधून ऑर्गॅनिक टी, बासमती राईस आणि कॉटन याची जास्तीत जास्त एक्सपोर्ट केली जाते. So, world top best organic food companies. Here are some food companies which are leading the international market. That is Whole Food Market. Whole Food Market is specially known for their grocery, organic grocery products, and it is the only company to get USDA certificate in United States. Then next is Earth's Best Organics. This company makes the organic baby food. This company is famous for organic baby food production. Then Organic Valley. It is famous for their best organic products. Then Horizon Organic. This company is famous for organic milk, as a milk and their milk products. Then Urban Organics. This company is famous for their organic fish production and leafy plants production. And then next, top organic farming companies in international market. Guys, I have to say here that only organic food products are not in sale, or are not are not only the products which are concerned, but other products like biofertilizers, other various technologies. There are also things which are important in organic farming. These are some companies which are through the helping the revolutionizing the organic farming and propel it into a successful, profitable and sustainable sector of agriculture. These are some companies I would like to tell you about. Westeron. Westeron is a company which deals with the bioinsecticides, and this company makes bioinsecticides from naturally occurring pesticides. Then Appeal Sciences. Appeal Sciences, this company deals with the technologies to protect the crop and harvested product. Whatever the product is harvested or produce is harvested, after post-harvest management is done, most deal with this company. Then Bayer Farm. Bayer Farm, this is a company from Italy adopting trees. What this company basically do is adopt the trees from organic farmers and keep watch on the trees, and the final product they take from the farmers. They ensure themselves that the whatever the product they are getting is fully organic. Then next is Omni Earth. This company is famous for their vermicompost market. They are in vermicompost market in international level. This company is famous. The next is ProVV. ProVV is a natural pheromone products. This company makes natural pheromone products, which is now very important right now in organic farming sectors. Then Indigo company deals with the organic seed treatment on the seeds and sell them. And they are dealing with the various techniques of organic seed treatments. Then AG Biome company deals with the biological fungicides. And Leaf Symbiotics, this company deals with various organic products. And Vice RG, this company deals with a traditional food waste management. Whatever the food waste is left over, that food waste is used to make the traditional fertilizers or other manures by this company. Then next, top Indian organic companies. Indian organic companies are Organic Tata, 24 Mantra, Prakritik, Organic India, Pure and Sure, Nutri ORG, Nourish Organics, and Adya Organics. From this Organic India, sorry. From this Organic India company is leading, guys, and the organic tea, which as I said before, is exported by this company worldwide. Then thank you guys. Here the project is presentation is over. From I first of all thank all the organizers, the sir, Somanshi sir and Dr. Kamde ma'am, and my other team members for helping me, and they give me opportunity to present this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think your name is Kalyani. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Kalyani. Presentation very, very, very nice. And your presentation skill is very impressive. Also, your voice quality is very impressive. So thanks a lot. I have one question.
Yes,
so the question is that which are the product or which are the fruits we can export, particularly from India to other country?
Fruits, ma'am. Banana, ma'am.
Okay, then next.
Banana and oranges and mangoes, especially Alfonso.
Yeah. All your team members have to put preparation. Please.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Very nice presentation and all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Any question, you can ask her the question and she is able to answer your question definitely. Otherwise, we take next presentation. And one more thing is very important. Only 10 or 15 minutes you have to complete your presentation. Next team member from Dr. Gangadhar Rao Patrikar College of Agriculture, Patri, Aurangabad. Anyone left? त्या कॉलेजचे कोणी स्टुडंट नसतील आणि बाकीचे 2 ग्रुप राहिलेत आय थिंक फ्रॉम दॅट कांगोरा कॉलेज ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर. So if that student is there.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
I'll just say the seminar, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. I'm from Dr. College of Agriculture, Patri. And this seminar is presented by Marpata Sriramya, KVK BDN 87, and Kamparaju Bhargavi, KVK BDN 97, Lute Rahulana, KVK BDN 74, Vishwajit Patil, KVK BDN 82, and our guidance by Dr. D. R. Kamble Madam. And our topic to be presented is weed management in organic farming. Firstly, organic weed management. Farmers struggle with the presence of weeds in their fields since the beginning of agriculture. Weeds are a significant problem. They tend to decrease crop yields by increasing competition of water, sunlight, and nutrients. The
Your voice is not clearly audible. Please check net connection once.
Ma'am,
Yes, yes. You're clearly audible. Maybe there is a network connection problem, so your voice is not properly. So now you can start. Huh?
yes, ma'am. Yeah. Components in organic, the physical method and the cultural method. Crop rotation, cover crops, intercropping, planting pattern, variety selection, water management, stale seed. These are the best examples of cultural method. The next is biological approach, using fish, competitive plants, and the bioherbicide approach. Microbial plant pathogens and the naturally occurring herbicides are second. IWM. This is integrated weed management, a combination of physical management, weed eradication, and weed control. The weed prevention is nothing but the establishment of weeds in an area. Next, weed eradication, elimination of weeds after it has established in an area. Control, process of limiting infestation of weed plant so that the crops can be grown properly. The next unit, weeds can be, as we all, weeds are the significant problem because they tend to decrease crop yields. That increases sunlight, nutrients, pests, and diseases. The widespread use of agrochemicals has results adversely affect environment and cause various health problems. Herbicides weeds and the herbicide result management organic agriculture is a production of system that sustains health of soil, ecosystem, and people by relying on ecological process, biodiversity, and natural cycles, and adapted to local conditions. The use of inputs with adverse effect. Next, the integrated weed management. It is nothing but the combination of two or more weed control methods at low input levels to reduce weed competition in a given cropping system below the economical threshold level. And the advantages of this integrated weed management is it shifts the crop weed competition in favor of crop, prevents weed shift towards perennial nature, no environmental population as we know, and gives higher net return, suitable for high crop intensity. What happened, ma'am?
Wait for a second. Those students who have attended these training sessions, don't disturb to the speaker, please. Don't disturb to anyone. Otherwise, I will remove. Okay, beta, you can continue.
Yeah, ma'am. Physical or mechanical weed control. The physical force, either manual and mechanical power, is used to pull out or kill the weeds. It is both time consuming, but it is the most effective method for managing weeds. Physical weed control aims to directly suppressing or removing weed plants in the field to enhance the competitiveness of crop. First, the implements used in this mechanical weed control. Plow. This buries perennial seeds produced and their below ground root or stem systems. The next, the cultivators or the disc cultivators disrupts growth and seed produce fragments perennial weeds and else changes
You unmute yourself.
Ma'am, sorry for the interruption. Have net problem, ma'am.
Yeah, don't worry. You can continue.
Ma'am?
You continue, beta.
Okay, ma'am. I'll just share in this, ma'am. The next is the cultural or agronomic management practices. Crop rotation. Crop rotation involves alternating different crop a systematic sequence on reduce weed emergence by 70 to 90%. Example, saran grass, buckwheat, annual ryegrass, and next is intercropping. Growing a crop between rows of the main crop. Planting crop mulching. Allopathic chemicals in the mulch also can physically suppress healing emergence. A living mulch, plant species that grows densely and low to the ground. Organic mulch, such as bark, compost materials. And these agronic management practices and the cover crops, living mulch, these are the photographies, management practices. And the next is the cultural or management practices. Soil waste. The basic principle of soil solution is to elevate the temperature in a moist soil to a lethal level that directly affects the viability of certain organisms. Currently, the most common practice of soil erosion is based on mulching moist soil and spread peat. Soil moisture improves temperature, conductivity in soil, and sensitivity of microorganism agents. Hence, the pest control is better under wet heating than dry heating. This applies also to weed control, presumably because moist seeds are in a more advanced metabolic activity. Competitive cultivars. Crop cultivars vary their abilities to compete when adaptive characteristics can enhance a cultivar's ability to compete with weeds, including its physical structure. Tall grain crop, for example, are generally more competitive weeds because they light. Large leaf area and high biomass production can also contribute to a diverse abilities. And this is a flame weeding. These are the some implement management. The next, let's compare the weeding, mechanical weeding. Soil type can limit effectiveness. In this flame weeding, soil type does not matter. Less time. Operation can be performed in more crops. Few crops can withstand this flaming. Disturbs soil structure. In this flaming weed, preserves soil structure. Soil must be dry in this mechanical weeding, and soil can be wet or dry in flame weeding. Effects may be longer lasting in mechanical weeding, but the little residue effect in the flame weeding. Timing of operation is critical, stimulates further weed germination. The timing of operation is critical, does not stimulate weed germination in the flame weeding. Windiness increase effectiveness, windiness decrease effectiveness. And this is the comparison between the mechanical and flame weeding. And let's see the effect of flaming on weeds. Here in the picture, you can see that before flame weeding and 10 days after the flame weeding, it affects the crop definitely, as we seen in the photograph. And the next is biological method. Use of living organisms, insects causing organisms, herbivores, fish, snails, or even competitive plants. But the control of weeds is called biological control. Biological approach using insects, competitive plants, aquatic fish, etc. Bioherbicides approach using microbial plant pathogens. As way. Answers in this biological method of weed management. Class biological control competitive ability of crops varieties. In this example is the groundnut and cowpea. Insects kill the plants by defoliation, boring, and weakening structure of the plant. Pathogenic organisms damage the host plants through production of toxins and malphysiological processes. And the advantages or the merits in this is least harm to the environment, no residual effect, relatively cheaper and comparatively long-lasting effect, will not affect non-targeted plants and safer. And this is the use of organic herbicides. Corn gluten meal, a pre-emergent herbicide, suppresses many common grasses and herbaceous weeds. Product left over the process of corn to produce corn syrup. Corn gluten meal 10% protein and approximately 10% nitrogen by weight. It has been ingredient in dog feed, fish feed, and other animal feeds, commonly based on vinegar or lemon juice or clove oil. Ingredients: it's a post burn down herbicide. Perennials may require multiple applications. Vinegar is obtained by the aerobic bacterial oxidation of ethanol, producing acetic acid. The characteristic odor of vinegar is due to acetic acid, and the effectiveness of vinegar as killer increases with its concentration. For instance, 200 grain vinegar contains 20% acetic acid. This product is much stronger than table vinegar, which
आय थिंक काही तांत्रिक अडचणीमुळे भार्गवी लेफ्ट झालेली आहे. ओके, आणखी कोणाचे काही प्रेझेंटेशन असतील तर पण आज असं मला असं वाटतं आता आपण थांबूयात, कारण हा ओव्हरडोस होईल. टोटल 3 आवर्स झाले आपण सोबत जोडलेलो आहोत. तर आता आपण थांबणार आहोत. उद्याच्या दुपारच्या सत्रामध्ये उर्वरित प्रेझेंटेशन सुद्धा होतील, आणि जे तुमचे कोणते कलिग असतील ज्यांचं ओरिएंटेशन बाकी आहे, ज्यांना प्रोजेक्ट मिळाले नाही आहेत, त्यांना इन्फॉर्म करा की कृपया त्यांनी उद्याच्या दुपारच्या सत्रामध्ये हजर राहायचे, त्यांचं ओरिएंटेशन द्यायचे, त्यांना ग्रुप अलॉट केला जाईल आणि त्यांना प्रोजेक्ट पण दिला जाईल. दुसरी महत्वाची गोष्ट, you have to submit your PPTs and your script within a time on a mail agronomist in kvkbdn 2019@gmail.com. Okay, and those students who have not submit all these document, all they are not able to receive or not able to receive the certificate. Okay, and the result of your presentation at the valedictory session we will declare. So thank you all of you. Remaining student will stop today here. आता आपण इथे थांबणार आहोत. उर्वरित जे प्रेझेंटेशन बाकी आहे ते आपण उद्याच्या घेणार आहोत. उर्वरित जे प्रेझेंटेशन आहे ते उद्या दुपारच्या सत्रात आपण घेणार आहोत. तर आज आपण इथे थांबूया. उर्वरित तुमचे जे कलिग आहेत इतर कॉलेजेसचे, स्पेशली कोंघारा कॉलेजचे स्टुडंट राहिलेत, तर त्यांना तुम्ही सांगा उद्या दुपारच्या सत्रामध्ये त्यांचे प्रेझेंटेशन होतील. सो बी रेडी फॉर युअर प्रेझेंटेशन. डोंट मिस टुमारो मॉर्निंग सेशन which is very very important. Why? Because tomorrow Dr. Prashant Naikudi sir present the certification process in organic farming, which is very important. Okay, so thanks a lot. Stay tuned with us. सौरभ सर मीटिंग लेफ्ट करा. उद्या सकाळी 10 वाजता सगळेजण भेटूयात. थँक्यू वन्स अगेन ऑल द रायझिंग रॉक स्टार्स. थँक्यू.